Hey guys, it's Taylor back with A for Taylor, and today we're going to be watching some spooky videos, so let's get into it. The vibe is cozy. I've got like this giant oversized, what is this thing called? Thingamabob on. And we're going to be reacting to Mind Junkies 10 scary videos so eerie you'll watch them twice. So let's get into it.
Through Destiny Casey's neighbourhood, she and her partner worried that a storm might be rolling in, but by nightfall, the wind had lightened and the couple began to relax. Destiny went to bed at around 10 p.m. and fell asleep quickly, while her partner stayed up to watch TV downstairs. Soon enough, he had also fallen asleep, but about an hour later, both of them were suddenly woken by a loud bang and a flash of bright light. The security camera in Destiny's bedroom captured what happened. Here's the footage. The footage very clearly shows the lightning flashing outside, but after re-watching it a few times, Destiny noticed something else, something that didn't make any sense.
So that's me in bed, there's a TV. Look in this general area, okay? This corner of the room. And tell me if you see what I see. The lightning strikes. Look in this bottom right corner. Wait for it. There. To the brightness a little bit. Okay.
I did not see it.
What is that? Do you see that?
When the footage is slowed down, something can be seen on the floor of Destiny's bedroom. The moment the lightning strikes, it appears. Destiny thinks it looks like someone crouching there, but they vanish as soon as the lightning strike is over. Neither she nor her partner can explain it, so Destiny posted the clip to her social media account looking for answers. Some viewers tried to reassure her that it was likely just an artifact of her camera, which visibly glitches when the lightning hits the house. But that wasn't the only creepy thing Destiny's cameras recorded that night. Shortly after the lightning strike, a team of firefighters arrive at Destiny's home to check for potential fire hazards, and that's when something really creepy happens. As the firefighters talk to Destiny and her partner, one of them keeps looking over at the couch. It's as if he can see something over there. Initially, he dismisses it as a trick of the dim lighting, but the camera caught something interesting. A few minutes after he started looking over at the couch, the firefighter shines his light over it, and that's when this happens. Did you see it? The couch cushion moves, almost like it's popping back into place after someone stood up from sitting down on it. But the scary thing is, there was no one sitting there. No one we can see anyway. Some viewers say it could be because the firefighter knelt on the couch, and that's what caused the cushion to push back into position like that. And that's not all. Destiny lit several candles around the house after the lightning strike caused a power outage. After rewatching the footage several times, she soon notices something happening with the candles.
Oh yeah, I did notice that. It like dimmed, didn't it? Yeah.
Richard inside the house? Yeah. Well, it's like that back corner.
The candle closest to the couch can be seen burning brightly, but is then suddenly extinguished. Seconds later, when one of the firefighters walks over to the couch, he pauses and says, "I thought I saw someone there." What's even stranger is that this is a different firefighter to the one who kept looking at the couch before, which means that two different people noticed something off about the couch. Destiny and her partner can't help think that something paranormal entered their home that night, and that it was somehow linked to the lightning strike. And if Destiny's footage creeped you out, just wait until you see this next one.
Okay, it might just be me, but the audio kind of sounds a little weird. I think it's because I'm wearing headphones, and honestly, sitting here without any lights on, with noise-canceling headphones on, listening to this, creeps me out. So I have one ear off, one ear on, so I'm a little aware of my surroundings in case any ghosts decide to pop up on me. That one, I'm gonna give that, I'll give it a 6. I feel like the first clip could have been an artifact. It probably most likely was. And then with the firefighter, the cushion, that looked interesting because I feel like the cushion would have popped back as soon as the firefighter took his knee off of the couch, you know? That happened when he was at a different section of the couch. And then the candle, I feel like it could have dimmed, like, naturally, but it looked like the first one dimmed, and then maybe the second one next to it looked a little not as bright, but I don't know. So I'm gonna give that a 6, but it's definitely, dang it, hard to determine because there were some natural forces at play too. So we're gonna move on to 9, the poltergeist.
A man from France claims that he is haunted by a poltergeist. For several months now, he's been experiencing scary phenomena wherever he goes, no matter if it's his workplace, the gym, or even in his own home. At first, no one believed him when he said he thought something paranormal had attached itself to him. So he started recording the creepy activity whenever he could, hoping to gather evidence. He then posted a lot of the footage to a new social media account, which he named poltergeist.official, suggesting that he wishes to be kept anonymous, but still wants answers from his viewers. The first few clips he posted were captured in his workplace, and they have left viewers feeling creeped out.
Et ces phénomènes, ça arrive de partout, à la maison, comme au boulot, comme n'importe où en fait. Du coup, j'ai décidé de le laisser poser sur une table du boulot volontairement et regarder ce qui se passe.
This I feel like could be faked. This could be a screen recording right here.
Là, il y a des bruits de malade ici, là.
Maybe like string.
Là, vous entendez? Putain, il n'y a rien. La porte, elle a bougé. Je suis sûr qu'elle a bougé. Non. Là, j'étais en train de faire la voix pour la prochaine vidéo. Là, regardez la prise. Je suis sûr qu'elle est en train de bouger. Juste avant. Putain, c'est flippant. Hé, oh, oh! Putain.
I feel like that would be a little harder to be string.
The man deliberately leaves his phone on a table at work, then walks away. Seconds later, it can be seen sliding around on the table, all on its own. Then a door suddenly slams shut and an electrical plug begins to sway back and forth, making it look like something invisible is manipulating it. But whatever was causing these objects around the man's workplace to move wasn't finished. According to him, it follows him wherever he goes.
Je suis désolé, j'ai pas grand chose à dire.
Okay,
At this point,
I'm gonna just pause it here because I know it's not like the channel's fault, but I just hate when there's repeat clips and when I know I've seen a specific clip on the same channel multiple times. Like, I know it's scary, but there's 8 billion people in the world. There's gotta be more videos than people, so let's find some good ones. So we're gonna go ahead and skip this, but I will give that a 6 as well. I just got tired of watching it. We're moving on, because we've literally seen all of those. So, From Beyond the Grave.
Some of the most convincing examples of ghosts and paranormal activity are shared by several different people who all experience something very similar. That's what happened with Casey Lee and Josie Sanchez, 2 unrelated women who had never met before, but they posted disturbingly similar videos to their social media accounts. Casey Lee explains that her husband Chris passed away about a year before the footage she posted was captured. In the clip, which was recorded by a security camera in the living room, Casey is talking as if to Chris's spirit, and then something happens that leaves her in tears.
Chris, please watch over Boston.
I've seen those as well.
Daddy's got you, okay? I'll make sure you're okay. I think he'll make sure I'm okay too. Really? Oh my God, I couldn't have timed that any better. I hope those cameras pick that up. That's insane. I feel better. Did you see that, Papa?
As Casey is talking to Chris's spirit, the lights visibly flicker. This makes her think Chris really is listening to her from beyond the grave. She held on to the video for over 2 years before finally posting it, and when she did, several viewers left comments saying that they believe that Chris's spirit was with her that night, while others warned her not to put too much trust in paranormal entities. One viewer even went as far as to suggest that what caused the lights to flicker wasn't Chris at all, but an evil spirit that could be pretending to be him. Meanwhile, unknown to Casey, Josie Sanchez had recently lost her father and was in the middle of grieving him. She was home alone one night after a long, hard day. She wished her father was there to comfort her, and that's when something very similar to Casey's experience takes place.
Flick the light, Dad. Wow. Oh my God.
Just like in Casey's footage, the lights in Josie's house flicker. But that's not all. Josie directly asks her father's spirit to switch the lights on and off, and seconds later, it happens. Josie's experience is made all the more convincing by the similarity it shares with Casey's, and these are just 2 examples. Many other people around the world report activity that mirrors what happened to Josie and Casey. But what do you make of these clips? Do you think they're genuine examples of the paranormal? Let me know down below.
I would like to think that those are clips showing how people communicate when they pass. Yeah, I feel like as long as it brings somebody comfort and it doesn't harm them, you know, it's not like a mimic or an entity that wants to do harm, but is disguising itself as a loved one. I think it's beautiful, and if it gives these family members a sense of closure or comfort, I think that is the best thing. So I do think it's paranormal, because like no other lights in the first clip flickered, so it couldn't have been like electrical, and it was also very deliberate, you could see. And then in the second clip, it was like not like a flicker, it was like an intentional flicker, you know. But yeah, let's move on to the next one.
Sometimes, the scariest things that happen to a person have nothing to do with ghosts or the paranormal. Sometimes, other people are way scarier. Reddit user Confident Cherry 392 found this out while driving along a road in Oregon. Cherry was driving home with their 2 kids in the back seat when something up ahead forced them to slam on their brakes. Luckily, their dash cam recorded everything.
Oh, I see what's happening here. Whoa.
At first, Cherry thought the bike accidentally rolled into the road, but it soon became...
No, you can see it was so very deliberately pushed. Also, honestly, if I were in this situation, she did the right thing. She did the right thing backing up until, she was no longer in like the distance of harm. Not the most logical way to get out of the situation, but I would literally just go into the next lane and speed, pedal to the metal. But let's continue watching.
It became very clear that the man had pushed it on purpose. Perhaps he had been waiting there, looking out for an expensive-looking car to drive past. It was only when the man picked up a baseball bat that Cherry realised what was happening and quickly put the car in reverse.
I thought it was something else. They blurred it like
there
it
were
was
no other vehicles behind Cherry, or they would have been trapped. Cherry was lucky to escape this scary situation, but this next clip shows that we're never truly safe, even when we think we're completely alone.
That is so... Okay, it's not paranormal. So that gets a 0 on the paranormal scale. But on the spooky scale, that's a 10. Because I imagine, based on the context given before the video, she was alone with her 2 kids. And there are so many ways that things could have gone wrong in that situation. And I think she did the right thing backing up. Now knowing he only had a bat, I think pedal to the metal in the other lane would have been an okay decision. Because, cars can go faster than humans can run. But that's messed up. That's messed up. I'm going to give that, I'll give it an 8. It's not paranormal, but I think it's very scary. Something in the dark. Oftentimes I feel like situations with humans are scarier than things with the paranormal because there's so many ways to debunk something that could be paranormal. But if it's a human, it's a human. There's no denying that, which is, I feel like there's no questioning in that situation. You're just like, oh my God, what does this crazy person have a bat for? But let's move on to the next clip.
Having building work done on your home can be very exciting. Sometimes it can even reveal some strange things that you would never have expected to find. And sometimes these things can be downright scary. One homeowner was having some alterations made to their ceiling, which left them with a hole into the roof cavity for a few days. Late one night, they were home alone. Hours after the builders had left, the homeowner was cooking in the kitchen when he felt a strange sense of being watched wash over him. He couldn't figure out what it was until he looked up and saw something in the...
Ew, oh my God, I'm gonna start crying. Oh my God. I have chills. I literally have chills because I hate that if I see a face, my day is ruined. It's not.
Roof
I'll forget
cavity.
about it.
Scared but driven by curiosity, he got his stepladder and quickly took a look up
See,
there
I
with
would
a
have just ran.
flashlight.
I would have
However,
ran.
it appeared to be completely empty. Trying not to think too much of it, he went back down and continued cooking, but within minutes, he saw it again. This time, he pulled out his phone and started recording.
I don't see it.
At first, it's hard to see anything, but after brightening the footage, something seems to be crouching up in the roof cavity, staring down at the homeowner. The homeowner recorded it for just a few seconds, then he left the room and called a friend to come and take a look. Neither of them could find anything up in the roof cavity. The homeowner later uploaded the footage on social media, and viewers began to speculate. Some suggested that it could be a case of simple pareidolia, the mind trying to make sense of shapes in the darkness. But Others
really
think
look like it's
something
moving.
much darker was going on and that this could be some kind of paranormal entity. The homeowner
Interesting.
thinks this would explain why he got the spooky feeling of being watched even though he thought he was home alone. In this case, the homeowner knew something was there when he started recording, but in this next clip, the poster had no idea they were capturing something creepy on camera.
Okay. That is gonna get a 5 in my books because I don't know. I feel like it's pareidolia considering it didn't move. You could barely see it with your own eye. It had to be like altered. And I also get the feeling that I get watched like literally all the time. And I think that's just our mind's way of like keeping us on edge or something. But like, no. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. It watches.
Megan doesn't usually post much on social media, but something that happened 6 years ago has been playing on her mind, leading her to finally post about it in the hopes of getting some answers. 6 years ago, Megan's brother was about to get married. The night before, she and a few of his friends and family gathered at his apartment for a few drinks. They stayed up late, watching movies. Eventually, it was only Megan and her brother left in the living room. Everyone else had gone to bed. Megan's brother soon fell asleep. With his glass still in his hand, Megan thought it would be funny if she recorded him and showed him in the morning. However, when she showed the video to him, her brother spotted something that sent chills down his spine.
Oh my god, I've seen this. And I just got chills.
Something dark can be seen in the corridor. It's there for just a second, and then it's gone. Whatever it was, it looked
like
unsettlingly human, but something felt off about
You
it.
could kinda see it
Megan and
move.
her brother asked everyone who was in the apartment if they'd got up during the night, and if this could be one of them, but everyone said they'd stayed in bed until the following morning. Megan has held onto this strange footage for 6 years, but it's haunted her the entire time. After posting it on social media, many viewers asked for more details, so Megan posted another video explaining that her brother's apartment had always seemed haunted even before she recorded the creepy video.
At one point they had 2 people living with them, some family members of hers, and they would be like, it would only be one person at home, and all of them, it happened to all of them, where they would hear somebody calling their name, but like nobody else was home.
Viewers can't help but feel that what Megan is describing sounds a lot like a mimic. A mimic is a kind of paranormal entity that copies human voices, appearances, and behaviour in order to feed off our fear. Multiple viewers commented that they had experienced very similar activities in their homes.
Let's move on. Oh, I give that one a 7. 4.
Children are often said to be more sensitive to paranormal activity than
Oh wait,
adults
what was that
are.
called?
Children.
Playtime. Amazing.
Children are often said to be more sensitive to paranormal activity than adults are. Kristen, a young mum from the United States, thinks her daughter is no exception to this. Kristen was home alone with her daughter one day when she needed to do some laundry downstairs. She put her daughter in her playpen and put some videos on the TV for her to watch. It's something she does often if she has things she needs to do around the house. However, this time, something creepy happened. Kristen comes back and finds something in her daughter's hand, something that had been nowhere near the playpen when she left the room. Fortunately, Kristen had previously set up a baby monitor above the playpen so she could keep an eye on her daughter, and their camera caught everything.
I think I've seen this too. hell no.
Kristen's daughter is calmly watching the TV when she suddenly turns towards the door to her bedroom and appears to blow kisses to someone. Kristen says she was the only person at home and she was downstairs when this happened. And that's not even the creepiest thing. Shortly after that, something falls into the playpen. Kristen explains that it's an old bottle stem that her daughter doesn't use anymore. It was nowhere near the playpen, and Kristen has no idea how it suddenly appeared next to her daughter. Not long after that, a bottle hits the side of the playpen as if someone threw it. Again, Kristen's daughter looks over to the doorway and blows another kiss, suggesting she sees someone there. Freaked out, Kristen combed through every inch of the house to make sure no one had broken in without her noticing. No one had. With no way to explain the baby monitor footage, she uploaded it to social media, hoping some of her viewers would be able to weigh in. She also posted a video with more information.
Okay, so this is my daughter's playpen that she was in when the bottle thing happened. So she was standing right here. The stem would have fallen about here. And as you can see, like directly in front of that on the other side is the toy bin where the bottle had landed. It landed about here. There's nothing around that the bottles could have come from, especially because like they landed straight down. So there's a little dresser, and then over there in there is where the dressing room is, which is where the bottles were, where I put everything before I went downstairs to take everything out. So really no explanation. There's the monitor that caught it.
Viewers were left puzzled by the footage, and Kristen's explanation raised more questions than answers. Many commented on how mysterious it is that both objects appear to come from nowhere. Some suggested that this could be caused by a loved one's ghost interacting with the baby. Kristen admits that her mother passed away 5 years ago, but she's not sure that her mother's ghost would behave this way. Throwing things at Kristen's daughter seems too out of character, which begs the question, if it wasn't the baby's grandmother, then who or what was it?
I'll give that a 6. I feel like, I mean, we could definitely not see anything there, and somehow the bottle and stem ended up in her playpen. So let's move on to the next one.
Kristen's daughter is just one of many children to experience what might be paranormal activity. Marlena and her son live in Indonesia, and lately, her son claims to have been seeing a ghost in their apartment. Marlena believed her son just had an overactive imagination at first, but then one day, he caught something on camera. What Marlena saw in the footage her son captured left her terrified that something really was haunting their apartment. Someone or something appears to be peeking out from behind a wall next to Marlena's balcony. Whatever it is, it scares the boy so badly he immediately runs off and shouts for his mother. When Marlena sees the footage, she hurries to check the balcony, but there's nothing there. The thing that scared her son has vanished, as if into thin air. But this is where it gets really creepy. Marlena says there's nothing on the other side of the wall beside the balcony, just a sheer drop down to the street below. She has no idea how anyone could have got up there, let alone how anyone would be able to cling to the side of the building and peek around the corner. To make matters worse, Marlena claims that her son fell sick within hours of capturing this scary footage, and he didn't recover for several days. This makes her think that her son was right about seeing a ghost.
Well, now, I don't know. I feel like it could be a person. It's definitely creepy, and what gets me are the, like, dark eyes. I'm gonna give that a 6. I feel like it could be a person, but there's a strange feeling about it. It's strange. So that's why I'm giving it a 6. Number 2. Haunted Hotel.
Cairo Leon is a travel vlogger who often posts videos of hotel tours on his social media. Normally, the scariest things on his page are messy hotel rooms or rude staff. But a few months ago, that all changed. While recording a walkthrough of his hotel room in an Indonesian tourist resort, Cairo accidentally caught something on camera that left him spooked.
Oh my god, this looks beautiful. It says something about the toilet. Oh, there's a human there? Did he see it?
Something can be seen darting into the bathroom as Cairo records the hotel room. It moves so quickly, Cairo didn't notice it. It wasn't until much later, after rewatching the footage before posting it, that he noticed anything unusual. Once he slowed down the video, he saw what looked like a small child hurrying to hide in the bathroom. But seconds later, when Cairo records the bathroom, it looks completely empty. What's more, he also noticed that the child appears almost see-through. This led Cairo and his followers to speculate that he captured a ghost on camera that day. But what's your verdict? Is this a ghost? 7. Or can you offer a different explanation? Drop a comment below.
Because I mean,
and
he
let me
rushed
know.
immediately in there and there was nobody in there. And it looks like it's a part of the video, so it couldn't have been stickered over.
Reddit is a place where you can find some very convincing evidence of potential paranormal activity, and sometimes not so much. One Reddit user, who goes by the username Rude Acanthocefalala. Anyway, they posted footage from their dashcam. It was captured back in 2022 during a blizzard that battered Buffalo, New York. Driving through a blizzard is always a nerve-wracking experience. The reduced visibility can make driving very dangerous. But the OP claims to have captured something straight out of an...
When it's raining, somehow there's days when it like rains and there's fog and it literally looks like we're driving through snow. I don't think I've ever experienced like a snowstorm besides like maybe going to Flagstaff in like the, you know, that's like the snow town, I guess. But I do remember one time where it was like there were literally cars on the side of the road because the snow got them. But this literally looks like, this right here is exactly how it looks when it rains and it's foggy, minus the cold icicles on the ground.
Nightmare among the heavy snow.
Girl, are we for real right now?
A skeletal figure slowly comes into view as the car makes its way through the snow. It even seems to move, almost like it's reaching out towards the OP in their car. But fellow Redditors weren't wholly convinced that this was anything paranormal. Some suggested that the OP could have faked the video, while others think the skeletal figure is nothing more than a Halloween decoration. Still, if I was driving through a blizzard and I saw this coming out of the snow, I'd be a little creeped out. If you want more creepy content, like...
I concur. I do think it is a Halloween decoration, if anything. Ow, my hair. Because, I mean, like, that thing, it literally looks like the Home Depot, like, pumpkin guy. You know what I'm talking about? I'll put him over here. Also, I think it only looks like it's reaching out because of, like, the glitchy pixels. An eyelash in my eye. But yeah, comment down below your thoughts on these videos. And yeah, while you're down there commenting, click all the buttons. You know what to do. And I hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world viewing this. And peace.